Powerful prayer to Saint Michael, the Archangel, and Jesus Christ. Your requests will be granted. Listen to this sacred channel of faith and miracles until the end. You will witness transformation in your life. Comment below with the grace you seek and your prayer request. By doing so, you strengthen your intention and give legitimacy for changes to occur in your life. I invite you to write your name and the names of those who need this prayer. May the Lord bless your life and those mentioned with his constant peace and protection. So in this moment of faith, focus, open your heart and let us pray. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, with all my faith, I place myself in your presence and declare with confidence, assist me and let the miracle unfold in my life. I know that nothing is hidden from your eyes, and every part of my heart is now before you, full of hope and ready to receive the manifestation of the supernatural. I open my mind to welcome all that comes from above, all that comes from heaven, for I know the miracle is already on its way, and your grace is more powerful than any difficulty. I bring before you all my sincere requests, those I carry in my soul with true faith. Every cry I raise in this prayer is the fruit of a heart that believes, even when everything around me tries to discourage me. I trust that you are acting at this very moment, that heaven is moving in my favor, and that the impossible is being shattered by the power of your divine intervention. Let everything that is blocked begin to flow now. Let every closed door begin to open. Let every blessing destined for me, but held back, be released upon me with urgency. I declare with faith that my life will no longer be the same. The miracle I need is arriving now. Take shape, envelop me, and transform all pain into comfort, all fear into courage, all doubt into sure direction. Let prosperity reach me in waves. Let blessings become visible. Let the signs of your presence fill my days with peace and victory. I know that by praying with truth, something grand is stirring. That is why I pray with an open heart, believing that heaven is already responding. Saint Michael the Archangel, fight for me. Jesus Christ, manifest your glory in my life, for I believe the miracle has already begun. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, I stand before you with all the faith in my heart, believing that every word I speak in this prayer is heard. I know your presence is real and your mercy is infinite. I entrust with absolute confidence all my requests, all my needs, and everything I carry silently within me. I know that no prayer is in vain when made with faith. Every cry of mine is a seed planted in heaven, and I know it will be reaped as a miracle. I come with firm hope that my supplications are not ignored. Even without seeing with my eyes, I feel in my spirit that something is moving in my favor. I believe answers are already on their way, that the solution to what I so desperately need is being prepared by your hands, and that the time for the answer is now. Let everything that afflicts me be enveloped by the strength of your power. Let all pain, anxiety, blockage, or confusion begin to fade now, giving way to light, clarity, and peace. I trust that you care for every detail. I know my most urgent request is in good hands. I no longer bear this burden alone, for I rely on your divine intervention. Let every word spoken in this prayer rise like a pleasing fragrance to heaven and bring back immeasurable blessings. Let the angels mobilize, let paths open, let solutions come like rivers of mercy flowing ceaselessly. I believe nothing is at a standstill. Something is happening right now, even in the invisible. Something is being unblocked, released, and restored. Every request made with faith is answered with love. I feel deep within me that there will be no delay, for you are the God of providence, the Lord of answers and transformation. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, I stand before you, my heart fully turned toward heaven. In this sincere prayer, I declare my total trust in your powerful and miraculous action. I know that miracles are not distant stories, but living realities for those who truly believe. I believe your hand is acting right now, bringing prosperity into my life in abundant and surprising ways. I know I can trust, for each of my cries is received with attention and care. So many times, I've tried with my own strength to resolve what is beyond my control. So many times, I've felt trapped in situations that seemed hopeless. But today, in this moment of total surrender, I trust that everything that seemed impossible will be overcome by your grace. Let the doors that were locked now be opened. Let the paths that were closed be illuminated. Let the blessings that were held back begin to pour into my life in great measure, bringing relief, abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Let prosperity be a constant on my path, not only financially, but in every area of my existence. May I thrive in work, at home, in relationships, in health, in my inner life. Let scarcity depart. Let abundance envelop me as a direct answer to this prayer. Let my life become a testimony of what it means to live under heaven's protection, to be touched by divine favor. I entrust all my plans, all my struggles, and all that worries me into your hands. I know nothing is too small for you, and no sincere request is ignored. With faith, I await the unfolding of the miracle, believing that everything will be transformed. I declare that prosperity has already begun to manifest, and through it, my life will be fully restored. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, I offer this prayer with all the faith within me, knowing that every word from my heart is received by you. I come before heaven with sincerity, for I know your presence is living, powerful, and transformative. I believe all the blessings I need are being released at this very moment. I know the time of waiting is coming to an end, for when I fully trust, miracles do not delay. I cry out for your mercy and divine intervention in every area of my life. Let all barriers still on my path begin to fall now. Let all difficulties surrounding me, all burdens I carry, and every sense of blockage and fatigue vanish before your light. Let everything that delays, troubles, or binds me to suffering lose its strength before your power. Let every obstacle be removed, every hindrance destroyed. Let everything hidden that obstructs my progress be revealed and resolved. Let no contrary energy remain on my path. Let my life be purified, cleansed, and protected by your love and by the sword of Saint Michael the Archangel. Let peace reign again, let direction become clear, and let the time of fulfillment begin now. I place before you every request made in prayer. Each one carries a part of me, a desire, a need, a hope. I believe these requests are being answered at this moment, and soon I will see their fruits flourish. My heart fills with hope, for I know that when everything is in your hands, the impossible transforms into blessing. And with this faith, I continue, believing that every miracle is on its way. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, I entrust my life entirely into your hands. All that I am, all that I have, all that I dream of is now under your light. I know nothing is hidden before you, and that is why I trust with all my soul that every request I've made will be received with love and answered with power. I do not pray by chance, I do not cry out into the wind. My faith is firm, and my heart is convinced that this is the moment when miracles begin to happen. Pour out upon me the clarity needed to make the right decisions. There are paths before me that I do not yet understand. There are choices that still frighten me. But with your help, I know I will discern where to go. Let all mental confusion disappear, let all doubt dissolve. Let my mind and soul align with your will. Let none of my decisions lead to ruin, but let every choice be a step toward abundance, peace, and total fulfillment. Illumine my discernment so I may recognize the signs. Speak to me through intuition, sincere feelings, and the confirmations only you can give. Let nothing obscure my vision. Let no external influence divert me from the right direction. Let your wisdom be poured upon me, and let me walk with firmness, guided by truth and protected by faith. I place all my requests before you with reverence. Let each answer come at the right time, but let that time be soon, for my need is real and urgent. I know your response never fails. Everything that seemed confused will now be clarified. And with this trust, I walk confidently, certain that you are opening the best path for me. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, raise your sword and your light upon my path in this moment when I cry out with all my heart. No shadow can resist your brilliance. No opposing force can prevail against your power. That is why I lay before you all that I have faced, all that has delayed my progress, all that has hindered my growth and distanced me from the dreams I've planted with such effort. Let every negative influence, visible or invisible, be removed from my path now. Let everything that does not come from good be dissipated, disarmed, and undone. Let no cursed word, no contrary thought, no destructive energy find a place around me. Let my home be shielded, my body fortified, my soul elevated, and my spirit protected. Let me be surrounded by a wall of light that keeps all evil at bay. I place before you all that I've tried to do with my own hands and failed because of the invisible barriers surrounding me. Let each of those barriers break now. Let every cycle of delay, scarcity, fear, and anguish end at this moment. Let liberation begin now in every area of my life. Let there be flow, let everything begin to succeed. Let doors open without resistance. Let my days cease to be heavy and become light and prosperous. I trust that every request I've placed in this prayer is answered. I trust that your strength breaks the blockages I couldn't even see but felt weighing on me. I believe you are removing from my path all that holds me back and aligning in my favor all that propels me forward. With this faith, I stand firm, for I know true miracles have already begun to work in my life. Saint Michael, the Archangel, and Jesus Christ, I turn to you with the certainty that I am not alone. Every prayer I raise is a seed of faith planted in fertile ground. I know the heavens hear me. I know your eyes behold me, and your hands are extended over my life. In this moment, I place into your hands all the paths I cannot yet see, all the doors that have not yet opened, all the destinations I desire to reach but still seem far away. I reveal to you my desire for an abundant, full life filled with fulfillment and peace. I don't want to merely survive. I want to live with joy, with dignity, with a light heart and a soul in harmony. I know true prosperity comes when you are at the center of everything. Let all abundance reach me not only materially, but also spiritually, emotionally, and in my relationships. Let everything around me be restored, illuminated, and renewed. Let your presence be felt in every sector of my life. In my work, let there be recognition and growth. In my home, let peace and love reign. In my family, let there be unity and health. In my finances, let nothing be lacking. Let all debts be paid. Let money flow as a blessing and not a burden. Let me live with tranquility and security, knowing that everything is in order because you are with me. Every request I place before you now carries my faith and my need. I know there is no sincere cry you ignore. That is why I trust with all my being that the miracles I so desperately need are on their way. I believe nothing is at a standstill. The heavens are moving in my favor, and with this conviction, I walk with hope, for I know great changes have already begun to occur. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, I open my heart with humility and trust, for I know your powerful presence transforms any scenario. No darkness can resist the light that comes from above. No pain endures when divine love manifests. That is why I now entrust to you every area of my life crying out for change, every situation that afflicts me, every request I've carried for so long in the silence of my soul. I know I am not alone on this path. I believe you walk with me, guiding my steps, sustaining me in difficult days, and showing me that nothing is impossible when faith is genuine. Pour out upon me your protection. Deliver me from all evil, close the enemy's doors, and open before me the paths that lead to the fulfillment of my dreams. Let every chain still holding me back be destroyed. Let everything that was held back begin to flow freely now. Heal my pains, my worries, and my doubts. Let my heart be strengthened and my mind illuminated so I may know what to do, when to act, and which direction to take. Let me walk with a firm step, even when everything around me seems unstable. Let peace reign within me, even when there is a storm outside. I present to you each of my requests. Every word spoken in this prayer carries hope, expectation, and trust that I will be answered. Let the answers come swiftly. Let the miracles reveal themselves clearly. Let me see with the eyes of faith all that is accomplished by your hands. I will not let fear speak louder than the certainty that you are already acting in my favor. For when heaven decides to move, no obstacle remains standing. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, I raise my voice to heaven with renewed faith and total trust that every word spoken in this moment is heard. I know that all I place in your hands is handled with love, power, and divine wisdom. That is why I present before you every request I carry in my heart, requests for change, for solutions, for miracles. These are sincere supplications for the liberation of all that has blocked my life. In this moment, I declare that every barrier preventing me from prospering is being broken. Every blockage that has limited my growth is being removed. Everything that ties me to the past, to pain, to scarcity is being undone. Let the invisible chains that bind me to fear, doubt, or insecurity fall now by the power of your light. Let me be led through paths of victory, through avenues of abundance, where every step reveals divine care and favor. Illumine my mind so I have clarity in the decisions I must make. Let my spiritual vision open so I can see beyond circumstances. Let the doors leading to a prosperous life swing wide open in your perfect time. Let what seemed impossible become reality before your power. Nothing is too great for your action. Nothing is beyond the reach of your hand. I place before you all areas of my life, my finances, my work, my home, my family, my dreams, and my plans. Let all of this be blessed, transformed, and restored. Let peace replace affliction. Let abundance take the place of scarcity. Let joy overcome all sadness. I believe with all my being that the miracles I await are already unfolding. For when I surrender everything to you, change happens. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, in this sacred moment, I stand in your presence, my heart open and thirsting for transformation. I know your gaze reaches all my pains and needs. That is why I trust that every word leaving my lips now will be received and transformed into blessing. I entrust all that I carry, every anguish, every challenge, every request I bear deep in my soul. You know the struggles I face, the blockages surrounding me, the difficulties preventing me from moving forward freely. Nothing escapes your power, and that is why I believe heaven is already moving in my favor. Break every chain that holds me back, dispel every shadow covering my paths, lift the weight from my shoulders. Let your action be immediate and complete, bringing relief where there is pain, answers where there is doubt, and prosperity where there is scarcity. I come with faith to declare that my life will be a testimony of miracles. Everything blocked in my path will be unblocked. Everything that was stalled will move forward. Where there were closed doors, new opportunities will arise. Where there was silence, I will hear answers. Where there was discouragement, hope will spring forth. I feel that something is already changing, that the blessing is on its way, that the miracle is approaching, and this certainty sustains me. Let divine light illumine my decisions, bringing clarity to my understanding. Let me know where to place my effort, where to stay, and where to walk away. Let the right paths reveal themselves, and let every step be guided by your wisdom. I want a full, blessed life, free from fear, debt, or oppression. I want to live the abundance you have promised. Let my home overflow with peace. Let my table never be empty, and let money bring tranquility, not torment. I am ready to live the miracle. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, in this sacred moment, I lift my soul with total trust, believing that heaven is attentive to the words born from my heart. There is no distance between my prayer and your power. I know that all I surrender with faith is handled with perfection and swiftness. That is why I place before you all my requests. Each one carries the hope of a new life, the desire to see the impossible become possible. Let all blockages preventing me from prospering be broken now. Let every curse, negative thought, or spiritual or emotional weight delaying my progress be undone by the divine power dwelling in you. Let my life be fully restored in every area, financial, professional, familial, emotional, and spiritual. Where there is darkness, let your light penetrate. Where there is chaos, let your order reign. Where there is fear, let courage flourish. I know my time of suffering is ending. The time of waiting is turning into the time of fulfillment. The requests I carry with faith in my heart are being answered. The heavens are moving in my favor right now. The miracle is not distant, it is already happening. For your presence transforms everything it touches. My eyes will see the answer I've awaited so long. My life will be a testimony of your glory. Let every decision I must make be illuminated. Let my mind not be lost in confusion or fear, but be strengthened by the certainty that I am guided with love. Let money arrive as a just provision, without suffering, without delay. Let all debts be resolved. Let my home live in peace. Let my family be blessed. Victory is certain, for I fully trust in your action. Saint Michael the Archangel and Jesus Christ, with a surrendered heart and full of faith, I declare that miracles are already in motion in my life. I do not speak from emotion, but from conviction. Something powerful is being released from heaven at this moment, and every word of this prayer reaches your ears with strength and truth. I deeply trust that all the blessings I've declared in the silence of my heart are heard and fulfilled with swiftness. No request made in this moment will be forgotten. Every need will be met with love and precision. Where there is scarcity, abundance will arise. Where there are debts, provision will come. Where there is pain, peace will be restored. Where there is doubt, wisdom will spring forth. Nothing will remain stagnant, nothing will remain blocked. For your light illumines my paths and breaks the chains the enemy tried to build around me. I no longer accept living captive to fear, confusion, or lack. I was born to prosper, to grow, and to move forward. I entrust my future into your hands with the certainty that I will always be on the right path. I want to continue with courage and wisdom, knowing that every step is sustained by your grace. If there are difficult decisions to make, let clarity come like a ray of light. If there are obstacles, let them be transformed into steps toward my victory. If there is delay, let patience be strengthened by the certainty of the answer. I desire to live a life where money is not a struggle but a tool for peace. Let my family be surrounded by blessings. Let my work become a source of fulfillment, not exhaustion. Let my home be a space of healing, joy, and protection. Everything aligns for my good. My requests are answered supernaturally, and my eyes will see every miracle unfold before me. With humility and devotion, we entrust our lives into your sacred hands, trusting that you will guide our destinies and bless us with abundant prosperity, health, and joy. So be it, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. May divine peace and blessings remain with us today and always, and may the echo of this prayer resound for all eternity, uniting us in divine love and purpose. If you appreciated this prayer and felt an intense peace fill your heart, I invite you to share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Next, I invite you to discover other prayers on the channel. At this moment, a special prayer appears on the screen. I'll be waiting for you there.